Hey, Nish from To The Point Tech here, and today I'm going to be running through my 5 favorite Google Chrome extensions. These are all extensions I use pretty frequently, and I do find them very useful, and I hope you do too. So I won't waste any more time, let's jump straight in with number 5. My number 5 app is called the App for Instagram extension, and as you might guess, it lets you access Instagram in a little applet within Google Chrome. The reason for this extension is that the Instagram desktop website doesn't even let you post, which is pretty annoying. So if you want to make Instagram posts from your computer, you can use this extension. It opens this little applet window and you can post and browse as you would on a phone. When you open the app up, it's in this narrow aspect ratio like a phone, but you can maximize it out to utilize your full screen space. You just have to put it back when you're making a post, otherwise it doesn't preview your post correctly. Next up at number 4 is maybe a slightly boring sounding one. It's the Google Dictionary add-on. Now the fact that I use this extension fairly frequently probably says more about my grasp of the English language than the extension itself, but I think it's really handy to have. You can basically double click any word you come across and it will come up with a little pop-up with the definition. It works with foreign languages too, so it's a really handy extension to have. Maybe you could use it when someone's like trash talking you and using fancy words that you don't understand. It could be very useful in that kind of scenario. Up at number 3 is maybe a lesser known extension called Session Buddy. The idea of Session Buddy is if you always have lots of windows and tabs open, what it does is keep track of what tabs you had open in what window, and say if you accidentally closed everything or your computer died and you want to open everything up back up, then you can basically with one click open up each window with the tabs they had open. It automatically keeps track of what you've got going on, as I said, but you can also bookmark and save specific combinations of tabs and windows so that you can easily return to them. And I think this is great because you can close the clutter. If you have a lot of windows open, you can just close them all down, knowing that you can pick up right where you left off a moment ago. Now for our penultimate extension, it's another really lesser known one called Join. The idea of Join is to connect up all of your devices, be they laptops, PCs, phones, that's Android and iOS, and you're linking up these devices and you can do various things with this app. That includes things like sending links across devices, copying the clipboard across devices, you can do screen capture across there, send images. There's really a wide variety of options there. Now, one caveat is that this is the only extension on this list which is technically not free. The extension is free, but the app you get on your phone is $5 to unlock completely. Though that's not a huge amount of money. And side note, if you're on Android, there is the Google Rewards app, which you can do a few surveys every now and then and build up Google Play credit really easily. I think I have like £10 sitting in it. $5 really isn't a lot, and I find this a very useful app. I mainly use it to push links around. I probably don't even use like half the features it has, but it's a really handy thing to move things between your devices. An alternative, if you're looking for a similar kind of functionality, is the Phone Companion app. If you're using Windows, that's a free application that does let you do things like texts and transferring photos across quite easily, but it doesn't have those kind of things where you're pushing links around. Though you can get around this, you can use like the Edge browser, I think, on phone and Windows, and you can do some syncing with that. But yeah, I find Join really easy to use, and I will continue to use it for the moment. Okay, I guess I could do a little drum roll for the last extension. That's not a great drum roll, is it? Anyway, last but not least, this is my most used extension, and it's one that I never actually use. Kind of an interesting riddle going on, and that is my ad blocker, in particular uBlock Origin. Now I know using an ad blocker is probably unethical in some ways, especially maybe on YouTube. There's some content creators that kind of rely on ads, but ads are really annoying and I just don't want to deal with them. So this is a really easy extension to use. You just install it and it does its work. You can just click it and turn it off if a particular website's being annoying and wants you to turn off your ad blocker. So that is all 5 of my extensions. I hope this was an interesting or at least a useful video. Let me know in the comments what your favorite extensions are. I'm always on the lookout for some interesting ones. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz if you'd like to stay up to date with more To The Point Tech content, and I'll catch you in the next one.